Hello friends, this is Neelam with Beyond 20. In today's video, we will talk about the data import in ServiceNow. So let's say before we importing the data into the ServiceNow, what is recommended, and I mean what are the steps that we need to take care of. So first we have to understand what data we are bringing in. Then we also have to decide what to do with incompatible or erroneous data. And then the third thing is we have to create a plan to map the source file column to the target table column. So whatever the data we are bringing will be coming as a source data, and the data that we are loading into the tables, that will be that we will call as the target data or target tables. We can use many data sources to for the import, like we can take CSV file, JDBC, FTP, XML, Excel, or HTTP. So it totally depends on the organization and what kind of data is coming from where, and then we will import that data into ServiceNow. So first, in order to go ahead and do that, let's type import set. So there is an import table into the database, and whenever it comes to import the data, we will utilize that. So in today's, there are four main steps in order to import the data. So what are those four steps? So first, the data is not imported directly from the data sources into the direct table. So that's why we have different steps to perform. So first of all, what we will do is we will load the data into a single staging table, and then we will create a transform map on that staging table, and then we will run a transform map to move the data from the staging table to the target table, and then at the end we will check the data integrity. So we will verify the records contains the expected data in the expected format or not. So in today's scenario, what we will do is we will take an example of a department table, and we will import some additional data into the department table. So let's go ahead and do that. So first we will create a table. We will create a staging table. So we will give this name as a department data load, and then the system will create u underscore department underscore data load table, which will be a staging table for us, and we call it as a source table. So now let's for this video purpose, I already have created data file, and we will use that. So we will select file, and then let's go ahead and choose the file, which is departments, and we'll open that. And on that file, the sheet number and header row is 1, so we will go ahead and submit this. So now there are these are the major steps that we will follow. These are the 4 steps that we will follow for this data load. So let's click on the import sets first. So now we are here over here we are seeing that data is loaded in the department data load staging table, and we call it as the import set table as well. So now let's go ahead and click on this one. So over here in this import set rows, we can see there are 4 rows that have been added, which is from this data sheet. So I have created description, ID and name for all these different departments. So based on that, the data has been loaded over here. And then now let's go ahead and take a look at the transform map. Now we will click on the transform, which is the next step, and then over here we have to give our name. So we will call department TM, and then our source table is department data load, and then target table we will choose over here department table as our target table, because we are loading the data into the department table. So department table that we have selected, we will discuss all this in detail in a separate video. So as of now, we will keep everything as is, and then let's go ahead and save this. So we can see the third step, which is auto map matching fields, or we can use mapping assist for the manual mapping. So let's click on this mapping assist. So right now over here, what we will use is we will use department. Then what we have over here is we have description, ID and name. So we will use ID, description and name from this source table, and then we will match all these with the target table. So I will match ID with ID, description with description, and then name with the name. Now if we would have selected the auto mapping, then this would have automatically done. So now we have mapped this field. We will save them. So let's go ahead and save this. Okay. So what we have done is we have completed the mapping assist with manual mapping, and then now let's go ahead and transform that. And then click transform. So it says complete and success. So now what we can do is we can go to the import sets for this data load. Or we can go to the transform history, or we can go to the import log. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's click on this, and then as we can see, there are 4 records that has been added to the table. Now let's go ahead and check into the department table. Okay, and we can see that there are 4 records that has been added. Initially it was 7 and now 11, and we can also look at those by sorting the updated. So we can see 101, 102, 103 and 104. So this is how we can import the data using any source of data into the ServiceNow. So this is how over here we have used Excel spreadsheet, but we can utilize any file format, and we can even do this using the cloud based data. Thank you for watching this video. We will discuss the details in the next video.